Welcome to Cabester's World. I am Cabester. Actually, I'm Caleb Shat, but I'm Cabester. Okay, this is probably the dumbest show on the internet, and this is my first episode. And I'm going to talk about Twilight, the worst thing that has ever happened to mankind in history. And I'm going to explain why after I take my seat. Okay, Twilight. Number one, it supports bestiality. If y'all know what bestiality means, it means you have sex with animals. And where this is true is because she's trying to choose between having sex with a dog or a bat. And if that isn't bestiality, I don't know what is. And number two, Edward sparkles in the sun. No. Vampires do not sparkle in the sun. That is gay. They burn to death in the sun. They do not sparkle. They do. No. They burn to death. Now that's it. Done vampire. No more vampire. Number three, the werewolves in this movie. Werewolves are supposed to be a crossover of man and wolf. It's supposed to be like a man's figure, but with wolf hair and sharp teeth and stuff. Nobody knew what it was. It was just a creature. Whereas if you ran into a wolf in Twilight, you'd think, oh, that's just a big wolf. It's not a creature. I mean, but this whole movie goes against. I mean, it's just an insult to the original monster movies. It's pretty much saying, screw you, Dracula. Screw you, Wolfman. You know what? I'd even watch Blackula, which I hate too, but I'm not getting into that today, over Twilight. Because at least Blackula stayed true to the vampires, but no. And then the only reason this movie is popular is because of Robert Pattinson and Taylor Lautner, two guys that are teen girls' idols. My bad. And that's really the only reason, because you'll never see a grown 40-year-old man going into a theater to watch Twilight and go, oh my god, this is the best movie ever. No, you will never see anything like that. And if you do, please comment in the section below, because I really want to know, because I'm going to make fun of this dude the next episode I make. Anyway, now that I'm done talking about the two characters in the thing, let me talk about the acting in this series. Robert Pattinson is like the worst actor I have ever seen in my entire life. This dude has no personality whatsoever. He freaking just... He's a terrible actor. And anybody who says differently has no taste in acting whatsoever. So... And then Taylor Lautner. I like Taylor Lautner in the movie Abduction, but in this particular movie, I guess he does good at the part, but I just hate his character. So he's a prick in the thing. But Taylor Lautner overall is probably a good actor. This movie made me lose a little bit of respect for him, yes, but that's not going to take away that he was good in the movie Abduction. Bella. This chick sucks too. And, oh my god. She was good in Messengers. I wasn't that big of a fan of Messengers. But she redeemed herself a little from Twilight. I mean, Twilight is like I said, it is the worst thing to ever happen to mankind. I mean, ever. Terrible. 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 If by now you should know I hate Twilight, and I should have gave you many reasons to why Twilight is terrible. If you haven't caught on by now why it's terrible, then you're probably a 13-year-old girl or a 13-year-old girl's mother. 13 to maybe 21-year-olds like this movie. And if there is a guy out there 13 or above that likes this movie, it's just because his girlfriend likes this movie. I mean, if this dude doesn't have a girlfriend, he's a very nerdy guy, and he goes into a theater. No, I'm not getting back into the theater. If he watches Twilight and says, "Oh my God, this is the best movie in history," he's rather, one, he's gay. Number two, he is dumb, very dumb. Number three, he has no life, and he thinks Twilight's good. And now that I'm done talking about the actors and the group, I need to talk about how stupid the fans are. I mean, come on. Team Jacob and Team Edward, are you really? I mean, really? You are really going to take all this time just to pay thousands of advertisements, thousands of dollars of advertisements, just for people to say, "Are my Team Jacob or am I Team Edward?" And then, no. Just shut up. Shut up. If I hear anything else about Twilight, I will scream. I will scream. And now that I'm done talking about the stupid fans of Twilight, I'm going to talk about why I personally think that it's the worst movie in history. I mean, even the movie freaking... You know what? I'm trying to think of a bad movie to compare with Twilight, but I can't even do that because it's that bad. Oh. Then Jacob has a relationship with a month-old baby. His future wife is like a baby. If it didn't support bestiality, it supports this, having sex with children. This is a terrible movie for children. If you make them watch this, you're a bad parent. No, I'm kidding, you're not a bad parent, but still, I don't think people should watch this movie. And I am a movie fanatic, and I have watched over millions of movies, none compared to this, because it supports all this crap. It takes... It insults your original monster movies. It goes against everything. You know, if you want to watch a real vampire movie, watch The Lost Boys. Watch From Dusk Till Dawn. Watch the Blade series. Any of them are... It's a great... It's a big... Oh, they're way better than Twilight. Way better. And come on, I mean, a lot of people back then used to think half the dudes in this movie were hot, and it's like the back then Twilight, but it's way better. It doesn't insult them at all. And if you want to replace Twilight, watch The Lost Boys, one of the best remakes of vampires I've ever seen. But in my opinion, From Dusk Till Dawn was the best vampire movie remade of all time. The original Dracula, nothing compares to that. Blade was good too. He should kill Edward. And now, Twilight sucks. Maybe nobody has guessed that I do not like Twilight by now. You suck. So, this about wraps it up, I guess, for my first episode ever of Cabester's World. Thumbs up for my terrible singing. Dislike if you're a 13-year-old girl that likes Twilight. Subscribe if you want to see what else I hate and dislike of the modern era. And thank you everybody for watching my first ever episode of Cabester's World. Good night. Adam, you need to cut out everything after the salute.